Ms. Hurst from Hamilton County Schools. We're going to continue our work with Silent Spring today. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right, I want us to just start by thinking about, how did Silent Spring make you feel? What about it made you feel that way? Go ahead and take some time to answer that question. All right, so today we're going to analyze figurative language and imagery in order to decipher the author's tone towards the subject. So the warm-up was to get you guys to realize your mood. So the mood is the way you as a reader feel after reading a text. The tone, on the other hand, is the author's attitude towards the subject. So sometimes the mood and tone go hand in hand, but sometimes they're drastically different. So the author could be angry, and that might make you as a reader sad, or the author might be sad, and that might make you as the reader angry. So today we're going to look at how Rachel Carson felt about the subject of the text, which is the change in the environment of major cities. While there are many ways to determine tone, we're going to look specifically at imagery. Carson used imagery throughout the excerpt, which makes it really easy to identify. To find imagery, we're going to look for times when Carson made us imagine our senses working, our hearing, sight, smell, touch, and taste. So we're going to use this chart. So over here, I'm going to put evidence from the text and then how it contributes to the tone, that she was disappointed by the change in cities. So really early on in the text, she has this line where she says, the town lay in the midst of a checkerboard of prosperous farms. So I'm going to copy and paste that and say that's from paragraph 1. And so this example of imagery, I'm going to go ahead and put that it's sight, right? I can picture this checkerboard of prosperous farms. Allows us to see how great the town was to begin with at the beginning of the text, which then obviously makes the fall of the town that much more disappointing. So that's one way she does it, is by making us realize how great it was to begin with. In the second paragraph, she makes us feel something. So she says, others came to fish the streams which flowed clear and cold. So I've got some feeling there. This is in paragraph 2. So this touch imagery, so it's helpful for me to just identify which type of imagery it is, because that helps us to remind ourselves what we're looking for. So this one allows the reader to see and feel how natural and beautiful the town was. Again, just like the first one, this sets the reader up for extreme disappointment. And this natural beauty disappears, which we know it does. All right, so I want you guys to find a couple more examples of Carson's disappointment through imagery. So pause me while you find 2 more examples of imagery that shows her disappointment in the text. Okay, I'm going to share one more that I found, and I'm going to share one that kind of switches gears and shows the opposite side of things. So we've been showing how great it was before, but in paragraph 6, she says, the roadsides once so attractive were now lined with browned and withered vegetation as though swept by fire. So this example of sight shows the drastic difference from the prosperous farms at the beginning, right? So making this comparison shows Carson's disappointment. We talked a lot in our close read yesterday about that juxtaposition of the beauty towards the dead, and it really does show the disappointment there. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to turn in one final example of imagery that shows her disappointment. It's important to remember that good readers consider the author's tone towards the subject when reading. It helps us really understand what the author's purpose was. So as an exit ticket today, I do want you to find at least one more example of imagery and explain how it portrays the author's tone. All right, once you're done with that, have a wonderful rest of your day.